Just last one. Okay, let's start. A very warm welcome to one and all. I, Mrs. Preeti Dhargi, along with Somaya students, welcome you today for the webinar on banking. And basically, we have a webinar on what is financial planning. What do I understand by financial planning in simple words means when I, as a person, generate some income by using my mind, body, and time. That income is limited. I have to utilize it in such a way that I can achieve my all life goals. So the first and the foremost thing is anybody and everybody over here, what are your important life goals? Everyone present over here? The first important life goal, what one has is doing financial planning for your retirement and for your child's higher education. This is essentially a life goal. Now, for a moment, what I would request you all present over here is just close your eyes for 2 minutes and think of one big dream, what you all have at the age of 60, post-retirement. I can't see anybody, so I can't really relate to everybody. Please on your videos. Yes, Rahul sir and everyone, please on your videos. And what I said, shall I repeat again? What I asked you all is, after the age of 60, what is one dream, what you wish to do? So for this, what I would request you all is just close your eyes for 2 minutes and think of that dream. Everyone, please close your eyes and dream. Yes, Rahul sir, would you volunteer? What did you think post-retirement, what you wish to do?
Yes, I want to settle in a UK countryside.
Super. So if and anybody else want to share what did they see?
In a peaceful place.
Excellent, excellent. Anybody else want to volunteer? Chirag, would you wish to say what did you see? आपने क्या ड्रीम देखा आपने आंख बंद करके कि 60th ईयर में आप क्या करना चाहते हैं? आप म्यूट पे हैं?
सॉरी मैम।
हाँ नहीं, आपने क्या ड्रीम देखा अभी 60th ईयर के बाद आप क्या करना चाहते हैं?
60 ईयर के बाद मतलब नो मतलब इतना कुछ नहीं, बट आराम से मतलब लाइफ सेटल्ड है।
फिर भी एक चीज जो आप अब नहीं कर पा रहे हैं बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट प्रोबेबली स्टार्टेड योर करियर, बट वन थिंग व्हाट यू फील व्हाट यू विश टू डू एट द आफ्टर द एज ऑफ 60, कोई सपना होगा जो आंख बंद करके आपने क्या सोचा?
कुछ नहीं, जस्ट रिलैक्सेशन,
मतलब रिलैक्स करना चाहते, दैट्स इट, व्हाट इज योर ड्रीम इज, राइट?
या
पर ये सब करने के लिए आज अगर आपने देखा है रियल फिगर्स, यू नो, just to quote unquote, of the total population in the world, India especially, only 30% of the population is able to plan their lives. बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? After the age of 60, 62, 65, still they are working. Why is it that? Because this knowledge of basic financial services is not given to us in college, right? क्या वो हमें बताते हैं जब हम पहली अपनी इनकम कमाएं तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए, हमें पैसे कहाँ डालना चाहिए ताकि हम फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाए? इट्स नॉट डन, राइट? वी आर taught the principle of compounding, but how do we actually use? We are taught there is inflation, but do we really know how it impacts our income? So today in this webinar, we are going to cover each and every aspects and details. So in one line, when I say what is financial planning, it means when I earn an income, today I will have a new formula. The formula is income minus saving should be my expenditure. मतलब अगर मैंने आज एक इनकम कमाई, उसमें से पहले मैं अपने 2 गोल्स, जैसे बच्चों की हायर एजुकेशन और अपना और अपने स्पाउस का रिटायरमेंट, ये 2 गोल्स के लिए 20% एटलीस्ट सेव करूंगा और बाद में खर्चा करूंगा। सो एवरीवन, नॉर्मली हम क्या करते हैं, जैसे ही इनकम आती है पहले पूरी लिस्ट होती है जहां पर हमें स्पेंड करना है। पर आज से हम एक नया फॉर्मूला क्या सीख रहे हैं, इनकम, प्लीज चार्ट, इफ यू type in the chat window, it will be really helpful. Income minus saving should be my expenditure. Now, अब मैंने ये आपको फॉर्मूला तो दे दिया, पर ये इनकम मुझे कहाँ सेव करना है, कैसे एलोकेट करना है, ये अनुजा मैम हमें समझाए। अनुजा मैम।
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So today I'll be, hi, good afternoon, firstly, everyone. My name is Anuja Singh, and I'll be explaining you all the 50, 30, 20 principle. Can I just share my screen, ma'am, for that?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay, you have to give me the access.
Okay, till that time you just start, I'll give you the access. You just ask. You can ask them about the question first thing. Till that time, I'll give you that thing.
Okay, so by the time ma'am is giving me the access, I would like to just ask one question to you all. So let's just hypothetically just imagine that we are earning 1 lakh rupees of salary, okay, per month. So, and this is your first month that you're working in, and today you have received your first salary, and the amount is 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupees is the amount. So what is the first thing that you'll do from that money? Can I just have some volunteers for the same? Hello? Am I
Yes,
audible?
Rahul. Yes, yeah, we can see.
Okay, my screen is visible, right?
Balaji, can you answer? What are you going to do with your first salary, if you don't mind?
Yeah. So see, of course, I have the knowledge now, since, even before, when people ask me that what are you going to do with your first salary? So it's very important for us to understand, about taking a term plan. Now, often it happens that, whenever, of course, most of us, basically get these kind of questions, about, what are you going to do with your first salary? Often people say that, we are going to get a car, or we're going to get a mobile or something. But I guess that it's very vital, or I can say that it's very important for people to basically invest some amount of their money, towards certain financial instruments. And now I guess, like Anuja will be explaining about the 50, 30, 20 principle, wherein, she'll be explaining in detail. So, yeah.
Okay, so let's just suppose that I'll just suppose one of you all.
Anuja, I'll answer. Can I answer?
Okay. Yes,
normally, yeah, if I was in my 25 years, currently I'm 40. If I was in 25, I would have always felt that I would wish that I should buy with my first salary an iPhone probably, and gift my parents my first salary, buy some expensive watch for my father or beautiful dress for my mother.
Okay. Okay, no worries. See, I understand that you have, you want to buy an iPhone and you want to like spend all this money. But let me just give you a brief about the principle, 50, 30, 20 principle. This will help you to understand the finance a little more better. So basically the 50, 30, 20 rule is a thumb. It's a guideline for allocating your whole budget accordingly. So we suppose that 1 lakh is your income, out of which the 50% of the money should be going to your needs, and the 30% should be going to your wants, and the 20% remaining should be going to your financial goals. That can be your savings. So just giving a little introduction about the principle, this is actually was popularized by Elizabeth Warren and her daughter Amila Warren Tyagi, and the percentage can be adjusted based on your personal circumstances. So this rule is only how we plan our budget accordingly. It doesn't actually track the budget for you. It will only help you decide your finance, how you can, plan your finance accordingly. So if we see the slide, I have bifurcated 50% into the primary needs. So your 50% primary needs can be, if you're the breadwinner of your family, you have to go get your groceries. You will have some housing or utility bills to take care of. For example, electricity, Wi-Fi, mobile bills, gas bill. There are so many various, day-to-day necessities that we are utilizing. So we also have to pay the money. So the 50% amount from that 1 lakh rupees can accommodate into your needs. And it will also include your car payments, your health insurance, housing bills, groceries, etc. And when we come under 30%, that would be mainly for, if let's just suppose that if you want to buy an iPhone or a car, or basically you want to go out, you want to shop, you want to go out for a dinner with your family from your first salary, or a lunch, or if there is any hobby like dancing, drawing that you're very interested for, and you want to take some classes. So out of your 1 lakh rupees, 30% you can invest in your wants. So that will composed of any amount. Just a second, I'll admit this time. Yeah. So that you can invest in your wants if you want to buy an iPhone, car, or etc. And 20% out of which will go under your savings. So I have one of my representative, that is Christina. She will be explaining you how we plan the 20% savings part. So Christina, can you take over from here?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Anuja. Right now, when we have learned about the 50, 30, 20 principle, now I'll explain the rule of 70, which is needed to estimate the length of the time which it will take to double the investment. We can understand this basic formula. Now, the rule of 70. The rule of 70, which is also known as the doubling time, is a formula that offers investors the ability to estimate the time frame in which a variable will be doubled based on its annual growth or the rate of return. The rule provides the investors with a rough estimate of the exponential growth over a certain amount of time. You can apply the formula to many different scenarios, including the macroeconomics like the world population, growth, inflation rates, and the gross domestic product. However, the rule is most commonly used as the tool to roughly estimate the future value of an investment by determining the number of years needed to double it. In addition to the rule of 70, two other formulas are used to measure the doubling of time, which are the rule of 69 and the rule of 72, which is known as the compounding rate. These rules are more accurate when they're measuring investments with compound interest or the interest generated by an investment that is added or then reinvested into the original principal amount. Let's see how to calculate the rule of 70. It can be calculated by only two steps, which are determining the annual rate of return and dividing it by 70. In general example, I can tell you that if your mutual fund has 3% growth rate, we can divide it by 70. Thus, the doubling time will be 23.33 years, because 70 is divided by I, which is the interest, that is 3%. So I hope that you have understood the rule of 70, and now I hand over it to Preeti ma'am.
See, the most important two things what we learn from Anuja is, अगर आपने 1 लाख रुपीस कमाया तो उसमें से 50,000 रुपए आपको अपनी बेसिक नेसेसिटीज पे डालना है. That is roti kapda makan in other words. Once I have taken care of that, next 30% has to be allotted into my wants. Probably everybody wish that they they buy a car or they want to go for a vacation. So these are your wants. So that 30%, that is 30,000, has to be going to the wants. And next 20%, which I explained, has to be essentially going or invested in your two life goals. That is child's higher education planning, and second is your retirement plan. Now the next question, everybody understood that we need to save. But this 20%, where do I start with? If I ask any of you, you all believe that mutual funds are the best investment, but that's not the right. When I start making my house, what is the first thing I start making? Do I make the roof of the house first, or do I make the foundation? Rahul sir, when you're making a house, what do you try to make first?
Surely the foundation.
Yes. So same thing applies to the financial principle or a financial pyramid for every individual. When I start my investment from the very first salary, I should make my base. And the base comes from this instrument. The first and the foremost is life insurance. Because if I am the bread earner of the family, and in case something goes wrong, that 50 basic thing, what we saw, can anybody replace that thing? Can a house function without any income? So that's the reason before I go to the second step, I should ensure that first and foremost, I should have a life insurance. Now in Corona, we have seen many families have to, go bankrupt. Real form, they have to utilize their lifelong saving because of Corona's expenses. But in case if they had some mediclaim or insurance, the things could have been better, right? So the second investment, when I start, essentially has to be in my mediclaim. And again, when I have a life insurance, it comes with the package of disability insurance. So once I make my base strong, then I will go into the second ladder. And the second ladder is a guaranteed return with no risk. See, I cannot say today at the age of 60, I will not have food. Can I say that? I have grown 60, forget about going internationally and everything. But आज market ऊपर नीचे है, तो आज मैं एक time का खाना नहीं खाऊंगा. Can we say that, Rahul sir?
No, we can't say
So
that.
that's the reason what I need is my basic amount should be guaranteed. If today I calculate at least 25,000 is the basic thing for my groceries, for my utility bills, that today itself I have to be secure. That 25,000 is the base amount which has to be guaranteed every month of the year. Because if it is not happening, again, I'm at risk and my family is at risk. Now, this can be either in your bank FDs, PPF accounts, your post office saving, or any LIC endowment plans. LIC endowment plans, because they come up with a sovereign guarantee. Even your money in bank is not safe, if we really understand. Once my 20% is secure and I further have any money, then I can get into mutual funds. I'm always saying you should have mutual funds, but just build your first base and then get into the mutual funds. Mutual funds will give you a benefit of compounding plus the benefit to beat the inflation. As she said, 70 by I. If the inflation rate is 7%, then it will take 10 years, for that money to compound again. So you have to understand, whenever you do investment, all the mix. I create a basket of investments. I cannot put all my eggs in one basket. I first start with the base where I have my life insurance. Then I have, a part of money in mutual funds. And then when I have covered and I have created this base, then I can get into speculation. Speculation means buying commodities, futures, and options. Only when you have a right information, enter it. People will say that, markets are really good, you should enter. But till the time I have a basic information, I should always avoid. And last important thing is, you have a estate planning where if you have a real estate, like, you buy a house or property, that we can think. Or now the famous for all is Bitcoins. Even that comes over here. So I believe now just try to twist this pyramid. It will show that, it will not balance at all. If I start with first speculation, that is, I first invest in Bitcoins, my whole pyramid will tumble. So that's the reason we made a point that we should have a financial pyramid. Now, everyone agree with me that we should have first and the foremost the base. Can I get thumbs up? Yes. So now, how much is that insurance? How do I calculate what is the amount of insurance I should have? That part would be explained by Balaji.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, so first of all, very good afternoon, everyone. This is Balaji Manivannan, and today I'll be explaining to you all about the human life value. Now, first of all, there is a practical sum which has to be done, by which we guys can understand easily about on how to calculate human life value. But before that, let's just go through the meaning. So human life value is a number that tells the present value of the future income, expenses, liabilities, investments. Now, the human life value number is usually taken to understand how much money would be required to secure the lives of your dependents with a term insurance in case you are no longer around. See, as I mentioned before itself, that, some way or the other, like, you need to take a term plan. Now, of course, we often see, in advertisements, wherein, so many companies are, telling the general public, they're creating awareness on taking term plan. And of course, Preeti ma'am said it, fraction of minutes back about, how the general public in India is not aware about financial planning. Now, term plan is one of the most important, or I can say that it is very much important, for people to, buy a term plan. Investing in certain financial instruments, which is very, very important, not only for you, but also for your family. Okay, now taking a term plan, paying 500 rupees and taking a term plan is not a big deal. In fact, it is the best thing for you guys. Now, see, the HLV number is usually taken to understand how much money would be required to secure the lives of your dependents with the term insurance, taking a term insurance. And then later on, of course, future is uncertain and unknown. Anything can happen anytime. So it is important for you to basically prepare yourself and to basically invest in certain financial instruments, which will be very useful for your family members when you're not alive. Okay, so now I'm going to basically make you all calculate. I request everybody to just take a pen and a paper because it's a very easy sum by which you can calculate the human life value. See, the formula for calculating human life value is equal to retirement age minus current age into annual income. I hope you guys are ready, right?
Thumbs up.
Okay. Okay. So let's just take this question. Mr. Arun is earning 1 lakh rupees per month. Okay. He's 23 years old. Calculate the human life value. Simple. Okay. I hope there's nothing much. There's nothing like, rocket science involved in this. Mr. Arun is earning rupees 1 lakh per month. He's 23 years old. Calculate human life value. Now go towards the solution part. You see, now I've explained everything in a detailed form. See, Arun's age is 23. He's earning an income of 1 lakh rupees per month. So which means annually he is earning 12 lakhs. Therefore, annual income is equal to 1 lakh into 12 months. That is 12 lakh rupees. Okay. Now the next step is retirement age. Now, as per, like see in India, the standard retirement age, for all the employees is 60 years old. Okay. So 60 years, I have taken 60. Ma'am, I guess you can just, shift it to the next slide.
Okay.
Okay. Calculating the human life value. So just take this into consideration. Therefore, human life value is equal to retirement age minus current age into annual income. Okay, so the retirement age is what? 60. 60 minus current age, that is 23, into annual income. Annually, we are getting 12 lakhs. Sorry, annually, Arun is getting 12 lakhs. So see, 60 minus 23 is equal to 38 years. Now wait. Arun has to spend 38 years in the firm. Now the 60 minus 23, which is, basically retirement age minus current age is equal to 38 years. Now Arun has to spend more 38 years in the firm till he reaches the age of 60. Okay. So number of years to be spent into annual income. Now see, 38 years, 38 into 12 lakhs, that gives you 4 crores 56 lakhs. So the human life value of Arun is 4 crores 56 lakhs. This is how you calculate the human life value. Okay, so the basic way by which you can understand, on how to calculate human life value is just, taking the retirement age, the current age, and then later on multiplying it by the annual income. Okay, and it is very important. Before I end this, I would like to tell you all that it's very important for you guys to understand. Since many of you are working, it's very, very important. See, nowadays, of course, we are seeing that, in India, so many people are doing so well. They are earning an income of 1 lakh, 2 lakhs and all. Take a term plan, get yourself, like what you say, like, basically invest in certain secured financial instruments, which will really be very useful for you all. So that, later on your family members don't face any kind of an issue. So I hope that this human life value formula is clear to you all. If yes, then I just want everybody to give a thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much.
Balaji, I had a question.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
this value that we have calculated 4 crore 56 lakh, then what is the use of it? Like, suppose I get this is
No,
my
no.
human life value,
Okay,
then
yes.
how can we
Okay.
use it?
Yeah. See, now when you're taking a term plan, okay, it is important for you to understand that. See, now for instance, as I mentioned before, Mr. Arun is, basically 23 years old. He is earning 1 lakh rupees per month. Now suddenly Arun passes away. Okay, suddenly Arun passes away, then what will happen? The insurance company from which he has taken the term plan, the insurance company will pay that amount to Arun's family at the earliest. So this 4 crores 56 lakhs will be given to Arun's family at the earliest. Now, even after that, there are certain calculations, if they want to invest in FD, in fixed deposits, they can do that. And then later on, we can also calculate that how much, the family will be getting per month. Okay, so this 4 crore 56 lakh is the amount that will be given to Arun's family once Arun passes away. I mentioned initially itself, that see, human life value is basically calculated. Why? So that, you have to take a term plan, and then later on, that's what I'm saying. You need to take a term plan. Okay, taking a term plan, which is just worth rupees 500. Okay, it's not a big deal. Today, we are, bloody spending on so many luxurious items. Can't we take a term plan? Can't we invest in certain financial instruments?
I'll
Yes,
explain in just one simple way. See, if I'm the breadwinner, now I'll ask you one question, Rahul sir. What is the insurance you have? How much is the amount of insurance you have? Sir, you there? I think he is gone. See? So can you hear me?
I guess there's some network issue.
Okay. Everybody understood? And what is the figure? What is the figure with everyone? Please tell me your figures. Human life value. Anybody else? Yashvi ma'am, did you calculate your figure? What is the figure?
So eventually I am not earning that much. So
But
I'm
whatever
at an initial
amount,
stage.
yes. So for example, if you start earning 1 lakh of rupees and just to assume you are 23 age, that is the amount of insurance you should buy. See again, I cannot buy it on the first stage. I will keep on adding as and when my income increases. So at least I should start with 1 crore. But I really believe in anybody present over here wouldn't be having that much term plan. They must be having for 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, and maximum 20 lakhs. So that is the awareness which you need to understand. If you as a bread earner is not there, this is the bare essential income which your family needs to have the same lifestyle what they would have. Okay. So now the most important what I'm going to do right now is help you to calculate a future value. Okay. What Christina explained us is that value of compounding. Rahul sir, I think he's joined back. We will answer him later.
Yes, ma'am. My internet was
Yes,
The
yes.
connection was
In
poor.
one line, what did I say is, for example, what is the insurance, sir, you have? Can you answer me? What is the amount of insurance do you have? So you there?
I'm not sure the exact amount.
But roughly, any idea what you have? Just a rough estimate.
I think 20-25 lakhs. I'm not very sure.
Oh, no problem. And what is your monthly income, if you can share?
No, I'm currently a student actually.
Okay, you are a student. So probably say if
Yeah.
you start earning, this is the figure what one should have. You know, you ask your parents or you ask, just do a normal research, they wouldn't know how much to buy. When you see an ad in the policybazaar.com or something, they say you the figure and we blindly follow that. The whole purpose is when I am buying the insurance, I should actually know what is the right amount. Am I able to answer your question, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. So now what we are going to do is a simple calculation. What I would request you is, we are running out of the time. There are 7 minutes left. Before I even start the calculation, we will just understand the basic of income tax through our, one of the student, Mr. Alpesh. Alpesh, you there? Alpesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Alpesh will take us about first the basic of what is all about income tax. Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Yeah, so ma'am, hello everyone, good afternoon, myself Alpesh and today I'm going to present the topic tax होता क्या है and इसके बारे. So let's start with tax. Tax is actually basically a charge which is charged by government on your income and on other expense. It's a source of income for government.
Sorry,
a main source
Alpesh,
of
there is
income
some
for government.
disturbance in your
Yeah,
background.
Alpesh, there's some disturbance because of which we are not
Actually, yeah.
able to understand.
It's please excuse that us for that. He's in some college, so please try to pay attention and listen to us because he's in college. And we extremely sorry. Yeah, please Alpesh, continue.
Sorry guys. I will just go so आपको clearly सुनाई दे. So basically, tax is a fee charged by the government on your income or the amount you spend on your expenditure. There are basically two types of taxes. First is direct tax and income tax. Now, there is a technical definition which is the list of on the screen. But in simple words, direct tax is the tax जो आपकी income पे लगाया जाता है. और indirect tax वो tax है जो आप जो पैसा spend करते हो उस पे लगाया जाता है. So basically, government tax you at the source of income and at the place where you spend your income. So basically, we are not going to dive deep into the indirect tax part, which includes GST. They are basically looking into the direct tax. Direct tax होता है. Bharat, can you please say this? Balaji, can you please change the slide?
Yeah. Sorry.
So basically, heads of income and direct tax, there are various different types of tax. This was एक है income tax, and under income tax there are 5 heads of income which you basically compute to calculate our total tax liability. So under income tax, there are basically 5 heads of income. First is salary, as its name says, salary मतलब जो आपके if you do a job, you get a basic annual package from a company. जो salary होती है तो government tax लगाता है और tax का source होता है, but tax is a different part. Second one is house property. The rental income which you earn by putting a house in rent is something which is being taxed by government. Third one is income from business and profit or profit from business and gains. But if you have a certain kind of business and you earn profit over it, you are taxed by government over it. And there is capital gain tax. Capital gain tax is nothing but, for example, if you own a house and you sell it in a period of 5 to 10 years, you earn a profit over it, government will tax over it. Will put a tax over it. Then there are other sources. Things which are not included in this forehead are included in this set, like the income dividend, then earning from lotteries, crosswords or puzzles, then income from municipal property received as free, मतलब कुछ gift हमें मिलता है. Now there is a quite fun fact in income tax that if you receive dowry it is actually not taxable. Means income tax allow dowry, but the other Indian people could actually penalize you if you take dowry. There's a quite just a fact, but if by chance अगर आपको dowry मिलती है और अपनी शादी में तो गवर्नमेंट उस पर टैक्स नहीं लगा सकती. And apart from it, आपके जो जितने भी गिफ्ट आते हैं मैरिजेस में या फिर कैश है तो उस पर टैक्स देना. And can you please change the slide?
Alpesh, just 1 minute. Can we log in because its time is up?
Yes, ma'am.
So just everyone, what I request is there is a 40-minute session. Na? That's the reason we are running out of time. Just log in back to the same system and he'll explain us in details. Just once log off.